First and foremost, I won't need no introduction. I walk right inside of the function and switch up what's plugged in. That's what no ifs, ands, or buts, and I'm the topic of discussion, just in case you were wondering. Swapping the matters, let's send you right quick for her cousin. If this chick insists, I'm not home enough. Come on now, let's go. I'ma take you to a place that's so celestial. Another level, and all I need is just like an instrumental. I won't ever settle, I know one day I'm gonna be someone successful. I'm something special, you really see one day I'll become monumental. That I'm choking, as we go in, it's gonna be my because you chose them, the chosen one, show them love. My nature's exponential, this is just a sample showing you that I really will be blowing them now. I'm close to the town, both feet on the ground, all I need 10 toes down as I reach for my crown. From the underground, but I'll be rolling down just to see from the flower city trying to sprout. I'm going big. It's about time that you notice this. I don't know anyone that can flow like this. Am I hearing your code in a 416? Right now I'm feeling so convinced. They can do it while they're so convinced.
Yo. What's up, people? Talk the tingz.
Are people watching?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's live. It's live.
I didn't see
It's live. It's
yet.
live. Yeah, it's live and direct. What's up, people? Welcome to Talk the Tingz. You know what I'm saying? We do this every Thursday. We got your boy Big J in the building. Got the beautiful TK.
Hi, everyone.
Of course, they got Lisa Danger.
Welcome, people.
We got old Mother Hubbard here.
Big up yourself, Gail.
Tompus.
Chris.
And
Happy birthday, Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. And also today we got a special guest in the building. Miss Chelsea Gale in the building.
Hello, hi.
Yeah. That's all we do. All right. So you know we're gonna get into it. TK, run with it.
Just right out the gate. First of all, how was everybody's day? Hope everybody had a great day. Oh, and happy birthday to
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah,
Marilyn Monroe.
Aliana had a good day. Big up, Aliana.
Happy birthday.
Danger room representative. No posts. And most engaged. She gets a free
most
Uber.
engaged in the day.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Congratulations, Aliana.
Oh, big up Erica Clark too. Yes. I will be in touch. Sorry, ma'am. I will be in touch with your winnings. And big up Zen Brown as well. Zen Brown won the free ticket.
Shout out to Zen.
So people, remember, you got to be engaged. There's rewards. You know what I'm saying? It's a group. We're not here to just look and and just be a lurker. You talk and you get awarded.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So talk up. This is Talk the Tingz. Talk up.
Right.
Tired of people just sitting in the back and just lurking.
We don't rate lurkers. No.
Champagne
We
Mel,
don't rate
big up yourself.
Champagne Maldea? Yeah.
Shout out to Champagne Mel. Watch how lopsided the thing there. Anyways, tonight, basically.
Oh no.
Oh, Juco, yeah. Juco, big up.
I was shouting out the guests.
Yeah.
Because enough of these people I'm shouting out have tickets for lingerie and grace sweat.
Oh,
Oh, lingerie.
No.
Unfortunately, people were sold out,
I'm just saying.
in one day, One day,
We were
sold out quick.
We were blessed to get 68% sold. I made a post saying, you know what, like by this weekend we might be sold out kind of thing. That was the vibe that I was having. And I made the post. I said 68% sold, and all of a sudden my phone stopped bling off.
Bling, bling.
bling to blood clot. Everybody I come. I already bought my lingerie. I need a ticket. I already bought my sweatpants. I need a ticket. Your sweatpants don't have to be gray. They just need to be sweatpants.
No, they need to be gray.
No, they don't need to be gray. They don't need to be gray.
They need to be gray.
They don't need to be gray. Women, and you can wear lingerie on top, sweatpants on the bottom.
That can go.
Because enough I was smoke. Is it me?
Yeah.
So, getting right into the topics tonight. it was a really hot topic this week. Do you think? Okay, y'all, circle people. We need you to tune in, tag up your people, get them ready to comment.
Tag up.
If you want to have your voice note played, send Lisa Newman a voice note.
Not Lisa Tom, Lisa Newman.
Lisa Tom is on hiatus.
Antoinette, big up yourself. I see you. Yeah.
CJ Telly.
Send in your voice notes. So the question was posed, do you think that if a man hits his ex, he will hit everyone he's with afterwards? And there was a quite...
Say that one more time. One more time.
So do you think, circle people, we have to talk about this. Do you think that if a man hits his ex, he will hit everyone he's with afterwards? Everyone he's with? Or will he hit some people he's with?
That was from Erica. That was from Erica, right?
Like, will he hit again or will he hit everyone? What do you guys think? Let's talk about it.
Honestly, I feel like, no, once a hitter, always a hitter. It's like the analogy with cheaters, right? Once a cheater, always a cheater. Actually, not. Let me not compare, because I feel like people can stop cheating eventually once they grow up. But with physical abuse, nah.
What do you think makes it different? Because I noticed you made a comparison and then you
I feel like a lot of people cheat, and it's due to immaturities also. I mean, some of it people say, oh, no, it's an addiction, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of people that I know personally, it's an immaturity thing.
Well, I think I saw a comment and say he will hit again because once you hit once, then it becomes more comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he hit her once the first time, it's like, oh. The second time is like, she'll be all right. And the third time is
reaction too.
Yeah, and the third time is like, yo, fuck you, bitch, you deserve it.
Yeah.
It goes. I think it goes in those stages. And me as a man, I could picture it like that. You know what I mean? That first box, wham! And you're like, oh shit.
And then
did I do that?
Worse if she stays. Did you think?
Yeah, and then she stays. Oh, sorry, babe, sorry. You know what I mean? Yo, I didn't mean to. You lost my mind. You know what I mean? And then the second time come, wham! It's like, yo, you all right? Yo, you see what happens when you raise your voice?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sorry, but you see what happens. And then the third time now, I was just not even a question, you know.
Well, you guys don't think there could be a chance the guy's on drugs or alcohol, maybe, and that's his first time hitting somebody, like the alcohol pushing him to doing it?
I don't think so. I feel like even when I'm drunk, I can keep myself from. If that was an excuse, I would have already been I would have been a multiple homicide committer, because the things I imagine myself doing when I'm drunk, but I still have the restraint to hold myself from doing it. That would be like saying being drunk is an excuse to cheat. I've hit you. Stop, tell, lie. But yeah, no, I feel like then it becomes an excuse to. There's no accountability if you're blaming everything on external factors, you know.
It's not external factors still, because
it's something you chose. You choose how much you're going to consume, and if you know that you have violent tendencies, and you know that you don't have the ability to restrain it when you have other influencers, you just take responsibility and don't drink certain things.
Realistically, they knew they were an angry drunk from the first time they had alcohol, and they got angry.
That's what I'm saying. And then there's angry drunks who are angry with their mouth.
What about angry people? Angry people.
I feel like hands.
Well, yo, what about it? What if I don't know how to turn this. Like, what if she boxing up him?
Well, that's a different
people.
Scenario.
What if the lady hits you, like boxes you, not just full fist straight to your nose, and now it's broken. Now what? What do you do?
I don't know.
What do you do?
That's tough.
I'd have to walk away.
You have to walk away? And then what do you do, like, if I'm into big women and my woman's 6'6", 270, and she boxed me?
Well.
You know what I mean? Well, what if I'm like with a WWE star, you know what I mean? And she just boxed me.
With a WWE. Well, then I don't know. I think that changes the dynamic,
but it's still considered abuse.
It's still bad though.
Abuse.
It is, no matter who's doing it. But there's always the understanding that most of the time men are more built for fighting than most women are. I'm not saying that you won't have a WWE woman and you might be like a little olive oil type of guy. I'm not saying it can't happen, but most of the time, you know, the force that you all are hitting with, just based on where your center of gravity is and where ours is, it's not always equal. that being said, the question is, do you think if a man hits his ex, he'll hit everyone he's with afterwards? So is he going to find, if he can find that excuse with you, with one girl, what is he going to be more inclined to find excuses going forward?
I don't know. I just, my problem with this whole thing is the gender thing.
Yeah. But that's the question, though.
Because who said? It's just like, why is it always the man that has to be?
I agree with
I
you.
know
in real life.
I guarantee you there's a man out there right now. Yo, there was one in the group, remember?
I text some fuck lick.
Yo, there was some man in the group in the beginning and he was taking some fuck lick and the girl was fucking on him and all kind of, you don't remember?
The one with the cousin who was, the woman was always going over to her
uncles. Yeah, going over to her
tea.
uncles, and I'm sure she boxed him. She must have boxed him. Said, come out the house. You don't remember?
She's like, why are you coming over?
Yeah, there was a guy in the group and way before, I didn't know his name. Yo, the girl was abusing him. Like abuse.
I want to hear.
But we don't know. Nobody says nothing because it's a man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as it's a girl, then boom, boom, boom.
Because you automatically think that it's a bigger man and it's a smaller girl, and then the man's overpowering her. So in your head, you're envisioning the worst case scenario and like physically what it looks like versus a female. I don't know. It just doesn't strike people the same way a man does. True. Not saying that it's right by any means, because they're both equally wrong. Yeah. But naturally, you're just automatically thinking men hitting a female. Okay, let's see the people.
Antoinette says, if I hit a woman, I expect her to hit back. If I hit a man, I should expect to hit him. I expect him to hit back. But when a man just box a woman, most of the time it means him can't get rid of it. Like that's its tendency. So she's saying if she hits a man, then she expects to get hit. But if he's just going around beating up women, then that's bad. I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes sense.
Miss Newman.
Lisa the Angel, what you have to say?
What are your thoughts?
Why?
Since Jay said once a hitter, always a hitter.
I don't think that like we can really pin people into boxes. I think people are constantly evolving. I think situations and environments, and there's too many variables to say that once a person does one thing, that's always what they're gonna do. You know, I think it's a good indicator.
Yeah, like a red flag, like a marker.
Yeah, I think past history is a good indicator of potential future history. But I don't think it's the only thing that people can take into consideration, because people change. People grow, people evolve, people, people glow up, people glow down,
What do you think, Lisa, about the thought that they say like some man will not hit every woman, but there's certain women? Like, do you feel like there's just that whole thing of where a man never hit anybody before, but it's you that he wants to come turn Fred Flintstone on?
All right.
And he'll never hit another one again, but you'll draw that out of him. Like, what do you think about that? Is there a such thing as violence chemistry?
Violence chemistry?
Yeah, man. Like, I've seen it.
Hold on, you know that violence, violence chemistry.
I've seen it where a man never hit any of his exes, hit one woman in particular on multiple occasions, because unprovoked.
Because he knew she would take it?
Unprovoked. Well, I mean, had to have been, I don't know, I can't say. Unprovoked. It wasn't the whole what we're talking about where the woman's just boxing him up. And then went on to go on and just become a reformed back person. Never,
he did?
Yeah, never even breathed a hot breath on another woman again.
So because... Go ahead.
What are your thoughts on that?
Okay, I've never heard of that personally. If you're hitting people from start to finish. You're not going to pick and choose which female or which relationship you're in to then say, okay, you seem weak, I'm just going to box you up. So no, you're not going to say nothing.
You're right.
You're not going to tell nobody. Nah, he's always had that preconceived notion to do it. Maybe he's batting up girls in a different way. Instead of resulting to physical abuse, maybe he's tripping her. Maybe he's going to push a chair in front of her and make her fall.
Can I give you some insight?
Sure.
Other women never had mouth for him. They were afraid. That one told him about himself. Because he was a bully and they all like, but that one was like, no.
So that's violence. So
that's the one that got beat.
Okay.
And then from then on, he went on to select more passive women again. So are we saying that it's the person and that brings it out of you, or was it always there? And when you meet yourself in the mirror, you just haven't ever been able to pull yourself back because no one else has pushed you that far. So are you figuring something else out about yourself now? Because remember, if you don't have anybody challenging you, how are you going to know it's in there?
That's true.
So that's why I'm wondering, is there a such thing as violence chemistry?
I don't think so. There's no such thing as violence. For me, I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking. What? Yeah.
Sorry about that. Sir.
You see this guy here?
No.
Yo, hold on. Hold on. You know what? Fuck it. Yo.
I saw your face when I was asking
There
that
is
question.
violence
That's why I
chemistry?
want to come back to that with Lisa.
I don't call it violence chemistry. I base it on almost like a caste system.
Please.
Listen to this comparison. In the caste system, there's the top, the royalty, and the bottom is the peasants. Mm-hmm. So I know, I got the wife here, I can't hit her. Mm-hmm. But if some little twiny thing come and try to style me up, I don't know.
So the disrespect is already
the disrespect
from time. You don't respect her on that level.
If I put her in that caste below a certain point, sorry people. Mm-hmm. If I put her in that caste of the below, I don't know. The hand might just get itchy because I deem her unworthy.
So why are you with her?
No, I wouldn't be with her. I'm talking about. That's what I mean. Yeah. The top caste system is the wife who I'm with.
So you would be random?
If a random,
just for the hell of it.
That's just for the hell of it. You guys are talking about abuse.
But that's the topic. The topic is abuse.
She scuffed your shoes.
Hold on. No, hold on. So if I'm at a party and a girl gonna style me and I see her as a low, it's wrong because I'm a man.
Hold on. You see her as a low. What is she doing to indicate that she's a low?
I'm the one that has to determine that.
So what are the factors?
It sucks. There's
what does one have to do to be deemed as a low?
No.
I deem how low she is. I deem how low she is.
But why?
I don't know. It's just
what is she doing? Is it how she carries herself?
Huh?
Is she wearing a siren dress versus a Marciano dress? What?
I'm gonna give you an example.
So is it because she accepts your deeming?
No. I was at a party scene and this girl, frowsy thing. You know what I mean?
So you have to smell bad. Step one.
Yo, she was a fucking. Yo, no manners. Wasn't carrying herself well. You know what I mean? She's coming on to me and things. She's like, you better leave your fucking bitch. Your bitch ain't shit. And I was like, hey, whoa.
So hold on. Franzi, no brought up C, and confidence.
Yes.
That's what I got.
Confidence.
Because she told you, looked you in the face and said, listen, leave your bitch because she ain't shit.
Yeah.
That's confidence.
Yeah.
I'm confident in myself to walk over to a man I don't know and tell him.
But then when I told her, yo, what the fuck you talking about? And then she get mad. And then she's like, yo, get the fuck out of here, you fucking fat ass nigga. I said, whoa. So what am I supposed to do? She's already in the caste system below.
But all she did was use her words. Why couldn't you find some witty response back? And
so
why can't you use your mouth to mouth?
So a man,
am I the only one going down this road?
No, I can't. No,
I'm waiting. I want to hear you, but I'm waiting patiently and releasing.
If that was a man, he would have been done, like instantly.
Like spitting in your face. Like,
yeah. She's up in my face. She's like, shut the fuck up, you fat ass nigga. What am I supposed to do? I already put her in the cast. So
what did you do?
Come on, Jason.
So what happened next?
Let's talk. It's Thursday.
Yeah. Yo, I did not hit her. I did not
show her.
Hit. Yes.
Okay.
Very far.
Okay. Very far.
Very far.
Very far. Honestly, so is that okay?
I understand. I understand.
You know what I mean? She was up in my face, telling me that shit, like disrespecting me, dog.
No, I understand.
And she's already frowsy and looking like some boiled dumpling, you know what I mean?
I'm sure that looking back, had she approached you today, the man you were today, you might have.
No, same thing.
Same thing?
Can't disrespect
you just might have waited a few seconds longer, maybe?
Yes, I would have waited longer. Yes.
No, that's different. Someone's like in your personal space, like yeah, I think it's.
But that's nothing. I've seen
face.
Virgin. I've seen girls get whacked down, like like full fists. At that point, you have to. I've seen it, and I had to say something one time.
You're like, yo,
you can't man them, please. I understand you get vexed, but do not close your fist. If you're a man, that girl, that's not fair, dog. You know what I mean? Come fight me. I'm ready.
I hear that. Lisa.
Lisa. Let's get to the people then. People, sorry, people, your turn.
Quickly.
Okay, Miki.
Voice notes? Do we have voice notes?
No, I got some.
I haven't seen any voice
but
notes yet.
Miki has
a voice note just at me.
No, Miki has a story here. So this is Miki McLean, people. I have a friend. I've known him for 24 years. He's so quiet, never even been in a fight. But when he gets around his baby mama, he just gets cross. She carries on her antics, blatant disrespect in front of people, always boxing him up, trying to fuck with his friends. He has draped her up, and I've seen him box her after she skim out and told him to suck her in front of people. So that's so you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
No,
but
that's a different issue.
How's that issue?
That's a totally different issue.
He's
That's his
accepting
baby
it.
mom. That's his baby mom.
No, but he's
that doesn't
remaining
give her
in
a
a
pass.
situation
No,
that
but she's
pushes him to
a
that.
baby
Who
mom
said
is like a
suck
trigger for bad.
She told him to suck.
No,
She
not
did
every
right.
not every
That's what I'm asking.
relationship.
Yeah,
is
she
sour.
making the
So
claims
not
that she
every
sucked.
baby mom baby mom
Mickey.
relationship has to be negative.
89% of baby moms.
No,
Yes.
I don't agree with that statistic. That was made up by you 30 seconds ago. No, I don't agree. Don't piss me off. No, there's not enough drinks left. I'm not ready. No.
Oh my
Next
God.
topic.
Okay, hold on.
Uh,
Woo!
I'm sorry.
Hold on. What else? John, what are you saying? Even if the girl is all up in your face, poking your head and keep warning her, you have to keep warning her. So John said give the warning and don't do nothing. He's saying it's wrong.
John who?
John Morris, Mr. Washroom Sink. Anaconda. That's my fam, though. That's my fam. Johnny, big up yourself.
I wasn't gonna call you out, but why?
Ladies, John
We say MVP.
John Morris's nickname is Anaconda.
Freaky Friday.
The
MVP.
plumber, no, the plumber.
Yes.
John Morris is the plumber.
Oh.
Johnny Depp.
yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, Lisa.
Sorry.
Is there a such thing, ma'am? You ever hear anything goes up?
Personally,
Yeah.
yes. I do think there is a violent chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell a story,
All right.
and hopefully y'all understand that I have come a long way since then.
Oh my God.
See? Box him up, yes?
I did not put my hands on that man. Do you know Bill Clinton and I have the same birthday?
First time we dress.
I did not have
Hold on.
relations with that one.
Listen to this story. And remember that Bill Clinton, the amazing saxophone player that he is, that handsome old man, he and I have the same birthday.
Oh, nice.
So when I tell you I did not put my hands on that man, I mean, I did not put my hands on that man.
Oh my. This sounds
Okay.
juicy.
I was gonna say, like, I don't even know. I feel
Yeah.
like that's like sexual.
Tell the story.
So up until this point, I have been in, a long-term relationship. I had my child. I was in a long-term arrangement before that. After this long-term relationship, I had resumed that long-term arrangement. And all this time, I had a person that when I was international, this person was around. So, it's like, you're a young person, you have your little options and stuff. But I met somebody and I said, I'm gonna stop like confusing myself with this international person. I'm just gonna focus on somebody.
Yeah.
And he was a great person. But at that point in my life, I was very wild.
Mm-hmm.
And he filled certain needs. Get your mind out the gutter. I can't stand all of you.
Okay, so then educate us. What needs did he fill?
Like being present, because at this point I was dating somebody international.
Yeah. Okay.
Listen to the story, right? Didn't I just say I was talking to somebody international? I want to stop confusing myself.
I just want to clarify.
Confusing my heart.
I
See what I'm saying? You guys just have your mind in the gutter when I said he filled certain needs.
My head was not in the gutter. I just wanted to know.
Okay, so
I just
whatever.
wanted to know before it went there. Blue pill, red pill. Just tell me.
Anyway, he filled the need to have somebody present, and he was very attentive.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody before him was like a cheater, so him being so attentive was like, oh my gosh, I finally found the one.
Right. So did we get territorial now?
Because, West Indian folk tell you, and some Hispanic folk apparently tell you, you should find a man who loves you more than you.
I've heard that.
More than you love him, right?
Yeah, I've heard that.
So I did love him, but I felt like, his love for me was like, this is the love that you're supposed to be searching for.
Right.
But when we fought...
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you think it has something to do with the love? Like it's a love, like a deep love?
No.
So what was?
So weird.
They box you?
No. Oh, you
The
get...
love was dysfunctional because when we fought, the disrespect went like all kinds of this way from Monday to Sunday.
Okay.
I think that if you actually love somebody, you should be able to fight with them without disrespecting them.
That's maturity.
We loved very dysfunctionally.
Say that again. When you love someone.
We loved very dysfunctionally.
Mm-hmm.
If you really love somebody, like you love them as you love yourself, you would never disrespect yourself.
True.
So what you're gonna say to them is gonna be what you would say to yourself. It's what you would want someone to say to you.
I tell myself to go.
It's like you're talking to yourself.
When you love
You know what
someone,
I mean? So even if
you
you're
just don't
harsh
treat
with them,
Mm-hmm.
it still should come from a place of love and never a place of disrespect.
Or even just like sometimes you can say one thing and sing it in two different ways, and like you can say it to like fatally wound them, or you can say something to shake them. And you can say the same thing, but it's like where you go with the same words, and when you strike and when you get in an intimate relationship and you just know that you're just going for the Achilles, I think the respect is gone. You know what I mean?
That's a level of manipulation. I don't think I should ever have to shake my person.
No. Well, you see where
if I want to reason with you, I'm going to talk to your core. But I don't need to shake you. I don't need to do anything to like startle you into action.
I don't mean in that way. I mean like you're speaking in a way that lets them know like, yo, like, okay, I know that every day in the everyday routine we'll say this and that in passing. I wish you would this. I wish you would that. Like the little subliminal shit. But when you say it directly, that can sometimes like get their attention. I think there's a difference between being direct. Maybe that's a better way to say it. And being like, you're going to like, you're wounding them to the point where they can't crawl out of that. You know what I mean?
But I think you do attack people that you love though.
No, you don't.
No, because for example, my mom, she's the only one that could really fucking piss me off.
I just think that's a different dynamic.
Everybody else can talk all the shit they want, but if she's talk shit, then it gets on me.
Yeah, because that's your mom.
No, you get angry, but you're not gonna hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you wouldn't hit your mom.
But that's what I'm coming with. That goes back to my point.
Yeah.
I'm saying I have my queen, my wife at the top. I love her, and I would never put my hands on her.
So if she came at you like that, the way that other women did, it would have a difference because you have her in a certain esteem.
Because I have her in a certain esteem. But some little low life thing, you know.
Wait, here's the problem I have with that. Okay, can I just tell you? Like, I have seen some top women getting buffed down, all because they just didn't understand who they really were. Like, I've seen some top quality women getting buff and buff
because they probably were nothing.
No, man, I'm telling you, top. They just had fucking amnesia of who they were, and it wasn't until they were like, "What? Why am I with this?" You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen it. I seen it.
Nathaniel, come on the show.
Nathaniel, you want to come say hi?
Go on, show.
No, he's good.
Yes, Kaden says it depends on the tone. It really does
I
because
think
tone
so.
can change everything.
The tone of what?
The tone of how the
How you
message is
say
delivered.
it. Yeah.
How you say like I love you or whatever?
Or
Anything.
Yeah.
I love you. I love you.
You seen Chelsea?
fucking love you.
Chelsea, them say you look thirsty.
Yeah.
We need to you like hello.
Do you want one?
We have white.
I mean, you know what? Whichever. Surprise me.
Thank you. Yo, Q, big up Q.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yeah. So, is it okay now? No, what is it? Is a man gonna hit if he hits his ex? Yes, he will. I say yes.
I never finished my story.
Okay,
Sorry.
Correct. We need to
Sorry.
go back to the story.
Sorry. So anyway, so we loved very dysfunctionally, and when we would argue, it would be like Clash of the Titans, which is fine because like I'm used to this with the people that I am involved with, right?
Mhm.
Where when we disagree, it's very passionate.
Yeah.
But
Passionate, like how?
in terms of raised voices,
Okay.
in terms of like not listening to each other, emphasis on speech, like, you know, sometimes you might be like making noise, like listen to me kind of thing, passionate in that kind of way.
Got it.
Never physical
Mm-hmm.
until this person, where it's like, you know, he would get right in my face.
But that's a fight or flight. Like, who's not
He
gonna
would
react?
yeah. So
Do you think that was like that's a
That was
provoking?
definitely
He's
on
trying to
purpose.
draw you
that
out.
was like, so I'm in your
Definitely.
face right now.
definitely.
That's manipulation, though.
Definitely.
That's manipulation. So that when you go and react now, it's like a aha, gotcha.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
know?
care who hit who 1st.
Mhm.
I'm not here to debate all that. What I'm saying is the whole business of like, if you know you're with a fighter,
Then just
Then don't fight.
that's what I'm saying.
don't try to be like, I'm man, hear me roar.
Yeah.
That don't work.
Yeah,
Okay, if you're actually an alpha, you never have to flex on a bitch. How about that?
it's true.
Pause.
true.
Let that resonate.
No, but let that marinate.
Let
I
that
totally
resonate.
agree.
If you're actually an alpha, you
Oh,
you don't
thanks,
even
bro.
have to flex.
Thank you.
You don't
I'm
have
good.
to tell me
Oh,
who you are.
Here, come on, good.
Don't tell me who you are, nigga. You ain't shit at this point.
No, they don't. Yeah, no, they wouldn't. They wouldn't ever, because they're in control of themselves. They wouldn't come and
Don't
go
fight a
against the
fighter.
streets.
Yeah, so don't fight me. You know what I mean?
I should just respect you.
Yeah.
You should respect, like you said,
So-
you should love and respect. You should love and
So what about
respect.
That's
two-
right. So
what
if I
about two
don't
fighters in a
respect you, we
relationship?
got issues.
If there's
That's
two
right.
fighters in a relationship, they're gonna fight.
Like an Aries
Not
and a Scorpio.
necessarily.
That's- You're doomed. Me
Respect
and my
needs
mom
to be
never,
there.
we never saw eye to eye. I'm an Aries, she's a Scorpio. We're fighting every day.
Respect needs to be there. Respect.
Well, yes, I respect her as my mother, 100%. But I
Mhm.
mean, like, she's stubborn as fucking, so is that, so am I, right? So,
But we're talking about
The
like
clashing
actual
is
hitting.
one thing.
Clashing,
yeah.
hitting.
Clashing is
Like
gonna
hitting.
happen. I hear what you're
I
saying.
get what
about
you're
those
saying.
two.
I get what you're saying.
I see your side, and I see what's being said too. Because it's like, just because physically you can, I think it just comes with maturity and time. Because I think we've all had one of those.
Oh
one of
yes,
those
Naomi.
relationships,
You
you
see
know?
what Naomi said?
No.
Mm.
Naomi said that an alpha man's tone and demeanor will settle you.
This is the truth.
Suckle yourself.
This is
You
the
see it?
truth.
Time.
Yeah. Suckle yourself.
But it's not the shallow. It's
You
not the
just
shallow
don't
alpha.
flex
It's just
in
the
front of them.
presence. It's the presence.
Mhm.
It's not the bark. It's just the energy.
That's what she's
You
saying.
know
though,
what
the
I'm saying?
alpha
It's the
male.
right energy. You won't even say, heh. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that goes with both ways. Like, I feel like it's like you come into the situation where if you have a woman who has to be getting in your face and bumping chests with you all the time, maybe the person's just not mature enough to be able to just, like Lisa said, just reason. Because it's not to say you're not going to dash a hot word every now and again, but the whole getting physical part, that's another dimension. Like, you have to reach a certain level of disrespect for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then on top of it, now you can't respect nobody else. Because why would you want to put yourself in that form of engagement? To be trying to draw somebody out with your hands. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So would a man
No.
who hits his ex hit someone later? Yes.
Maybe.
Or maybe. I say yes. What do you say?
I say,
Yes
I can't say
Just
Yes or
yes,
no?
no, or maybe.
will he?
Not
Yeah.
even.
Is it absolute? It's not always absolute, so no.
Yes, no.
Yes, it's circumstantial, but yes.
Yes, no.
Maybe.
Tompas, nobody cares. All right.
Wow.
That's why I didn't want to be on this show. You
Wow.
guys have fucking time, man.
Okay, next topic.
You guys hog up the time. I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
I agree.
Okay. Tompas?
Yes.
Yes, he will, right?
No, he won't.
He won't?
A guy can change. He can make changes in his life.
True.
My
Yes.
opinion matters, man.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Just like gray sweatpants, they matter.
Jeez.
Whoa.
Tell him.
Right?
Yeah, lingerie.
Tell him.
And lingerie.
That's whack.
All right.
So next topic. Next topic, we are moving on to where's my events?
Sorry, people.
Okay, sorry, y'all. So next topic is
It was
physical standards for dating. There was a post earlier this week about a woman who said very early on in the conversation that, you know, are you such and such height? Because I only date guys of such and such height. And he was like, yeah, Matt. Did he said yes, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
right, Tay. But do you weigh this and this weight? Because I only date women of this and this weight. So the question that came about was, you know, physical standards for dating, and is what we're asking for, you know, similar to what we're bringing to the table, or what are we asking for versus what we're bringing to the table?
so I believe
And
it's
is there a double standard?
there is. So I have to be over, I think someone said 5'7"
Yeah.
or 5'8". And then as a man, she has to be under 2. So how is anybody going to find anybody? Because what if the guy that's 5'7" and the girl that's 201, what if they're the perfect match, but they can't go together because
It's
of
a
this?
personal preference. Initial interaction. What do I see? If I have a lineup of 3 men and you have the personality, but you don't fit what I want personally from a man, like physically from a man, I'm not looking at you.
Why not?
Because I'm not attracted to you.
That's foolish.
And it's horrible. Okay, I'm not talking about me specifically.
Yes,
but
you are.
No, I'm not. Okay. You know what? It's fine. Fuck off. We're going to talk about me
Yeah,
specifically then.
please.
We're going to talk about me specifically then. Me, I am all about initial interaction, and can we have a conversation? From that conversation, we're going to build a bond, right? I need to be able to laugh with you. You need to be able to bust jokes with me. We need to be able to have that. The whole Frozen to the moms, Anna and Elsa, we need to be able to finish each other's sentences, okay?
Real.
You remember that with
Yes.
that guy and that girl
the blonde boy.
at the
Yes.
time in the movie? Yeah.
So, because we're not really watching, we just want our kids to think we're watching.
Exactly.
But yeah.
But I watched it like 10 times, so I still don't remember, but whatever. So that initial interaction, that friendship that develops, it needs to be the foundation of my relationship going forward. The looks and everything else come hand in hand. But with that post specifically, I need to put this.
That
With
post.
that post specifically, they were saying, is it fair? And the controversy was, no, it's not fair. Yes, it's fair. And I remember even saying, well, yes, it is fair. She said her preference. He said his preference. You can't get mad over a man's opinion or a female's opinion. It's that simple. And I remember even going head to head with somebody in the subthreads. Well, it wasn't even that serious, but he tried to make his point, and I just wasn't seeing what he was saying. Yeah, maybe I just wasn't trying to.
What was he saying?
I don't remember. I read a bit of it, and I listened to some of it, and I was like, I'm not getting you. You're not getting me. I'm done giving you my attention.
It's okay
at this point. No disrespect to you. Sorry, but that's just how I felt at the time. But I don't know.
I think
That's just
it's
me.
I think it's bullshit.
You don't think it's fair?
No, what, to have double standards? Or I mean, for him to say yes?
And for her to say this is my requirements, and for him to say this is my requirements.
No,
with one being
I hate
one being able
requirements.
to be changed and one not being able
Yo,
to be
I
changed.
never.
So how you can't change that? Weight, you can lose weight. So is that fair? Yes or no?
I don't think it's fair, because if I see a girl I like, right, in my head I'm like, yes, I can get that, and because she has a standard I can't break through, I can break through the standard. Trust me, I will. No matter what. I put that confidence in myself. I don't care. I put that confidence in myself to say, yo, no matter what standards that woman has, I'm gonna break through it. If she wants someone that's 6'4", light skin, whatever, too bad. I'm 5'10", I'm dark skinned, and I'm coming for you.
And you can definitely change a female's opinion.
You know what I mean?
100%.
But if she says to you up front,
if she said to me up front, I'm still coming for you.
Not every man does that.
Yeah.
I'm still coming, and I'll change her. Where's Black China? Black China is one of them. She love light skin. China, you see this the dark, smooth. Come to the dark side. What about you, Lisa the Angel?
Naomi was saying that everyone's entitled to their own preference.
Yeah.
So you can't be mad at anyone else.
Agreed.
It's pure fun. Keep it, man, and find someone that is
to your liking or to your preference. Straight up.
You can't say one preference is more disrespectful than the other.
I agree.
Well, yeah. How are you disrespecting them if you're just saying, hey, you know what? Before we even go any further, are you this, that? It's a screening thing. You're not saying, you're a bigger tank still, and I don't rate. You're like, I think it's just it's what you say. It's how you assemble your words. The man met her back in this post. He met her back with the same tone that she brought to him. That's a double standard. If he came in a different tone than she did, then you could say, oh, there's room for interpretation. He matched her tone. He answered her question, and then he asked a question. And he stated why, just like she stated why when she asked her question.
I hate those questions.
All is fair, man.
Those things piss me off. These things piss me. You know why I'm mad?
Why are you mad?
I'm from the days.
From the days.
Yo, you chop a thing. You don't even chop a thing. So, yo, you ask your friend has a box full of numbers. So you pick out a number and say, yeah, call that thing. So then, yo,
OMG.
You say, yeah. So you call the thing now. She's like, hello. And yeah, well, go on. You know what I mean? You put on the bass, and the first thing they ask you, are you dark skin or light skin?
Mm-hmm.
I'm from them days. Are you dark
skin
skin or light skin? So that shit pissed me off about standard.
Yeah, but everybody likes a dark skinned man now. Like, does it?
Now,
I'm just saying,
yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter what race you are. They just blah blah blah. Like,
chestnut fuck.
Look at Idris, and I mean, doesn't matter. Look at Seal, all with his marky face. They love a Seal over there in Europe, eh? It's just become it's a cyclical thing.
Yeah,
you're good, man.
I'm good. I do standard. But I could, you know what it is? It is. I need my wife to come out because she says I don't like big girls.
Okay.
But that's a lie.
Tackle the things down. Okay, you love big girls.
No, she's saying I don't.
But it's a lie.
It's a lie. She's saying I'm shallow and I wouldn't.
Yo, if she knew us in high school, she would be saved.
Yeah. She don't know me.
I'm just gonna do that smiley face with the one that the guy who's doing.
What did Jason look like in high school, Thomas?
What do you mean? My thing in high school was proper.
Okay.
Proper.
That should be another topic. Like, was your taste back in the day your taste now?
No, my taste back in the day was now.
Your girl back in the day was a big thing.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
So
it wasn't
then
that.
hold on a second. Like, you said the thing that you had back in the day was proper.
No, she.
So are you insinuating that big things aren't proper?
No.
Okay.
It's from my wife has a friend.
Okay.
That was a little bit heavier set, and I always say, yeah, I can't deal with them things.
Why?
But I could.
But why couldn't you do it? Why couldn't you do it? What was the problem, sir?
Yo, wifey, come help me now. Come help me, wifey, please.
I will send you to see.
Hello, hi.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, Chelsea. Ask all the questions you want.
I'm gonna be bad. You're not gonna have me bad.
No, you're coming back next week, all right? Okay.
Don't kill me.
My thing is not, and now fuck a body type is the face.
Okay.
I'm a sucker for a pretty face.
Your wife is very pretty.
So was my ex.
Okay.
And my high school ex. As much you want to say.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with him.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you.
Okay.
But is it a double standard?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
Pick a
It's a
side.
double standard.
I don't know.
Okay, based on the question, based on the question, it's a double standard. She asked him a question. She told him why she was asking. He answered her question. He asked her a question. He told her why he was asking. Why is she gonna get mad?
True.
She introduced the tone.
Yeah.
Hello. A quick max.
But Naomi said everyone is entitled to their own preference,
dangerous.
so you can't be mad at anyone else's pure thought.
That's where I sit now, but I'm open to move. So I'm willing to.
There we go. See? Thank you, Naomi. Naomi says, if women can tell men they're unattractive, men should be able to do the same.
This is the thing.
There you go. Your ugly lies.
Come on now.
Be all sensitive when it comes to them.
But men are more sensitive if you tell them they're ugly, I think. I think so. Because if you call me ugly, that actually hurts me.
I don't think ugly hurts women anymore because we know what kind of sorcery we can perform when we walk in and out of Sephora.
I don't know. That's what. If you call me ugly, I don't know. It actually hurts.
That's because you guys don't have the whole cosmetic industry assisting you in helping you feel confident in something you're not physically. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if there was no such thing as makeup, and I had this crooked nose that I couldn't straighten out with a nose ring, and I couldn't straighten out with shading, I'd have to learn to love my crooked nose. If that's all I had, I'd have to learn to love it. If
but
you
like,
told
I
me
feel
I was
like
ugly,
regardless
I
of the
way.
fact that Sephora and MAC exist, you should still be confident.
That's what
in
I'm
what
saying.
you have. Point blank period. But people are not. Females are not, and they rely on makeup. I dare anyone to go outside without makeup on their face nowadays. It's impossible.
It's hard.
People don't do that.
But you're saying what you're reiterating my point.
I do it every day. Come see me
Yes.
at work. Everyone knows where I work here. I guarantee you, walking on me at the restaurant.
I swear to God, I
with no makeup on. I don't wear makeup unless I'm going out to the club or something. Otherwise, I don't care. I'd rather invest in my skincare. So I will go and I'll buy cleanser, moisturizer, mask, whatever, and invest in my skincare.
Absolutely.
That's all I have. Point blank.
No,
but I'm not dissing anyone who does makeup. I think it's great. It complements your skin. It gives you self-confidence 100%. But skincare is hella important.
I think that's why men might feel more wounded if they're told they're ugly. Because they can't just walk in and out of a mall and come out a different somebody.
It's true.
You know what I mean? Like, it's...
All right. So that was if the double standard based on a girl saying a man's too short and a man saying a woman's too fat, and we all agree, yes, it is a double standard, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on. Next one, we got a juicy one now.
All right, so this we have. Wait, is this today?
Yeah, I sent you that.
Oh, voice note.
She sent it on the top. Okay.
Oh, sorry, we got a voice note. Who's this?
Do we know who it is?
Should be Moose.
Moose.
Shout out to Moose.
Shout out Moose.
Oh, faithful. We love a Moose. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Good evening. My voice is starting to come back.
Yay.
It's very simple. I know you guys went to the segue to the next topic, but it's very simple. If you box up a woman in your previous relationship, you're about to do the same thing in the next one.
Thank you.
People don't change, they adjust. Especially when they don't find fault in their own behavior. The only time when accountability comes is when they find their fault in their ways, and that's when they change.
Can we do the Pokemon dance? Do we have a tambourine for Moose? Moose's comments.
Moose, big up yourself, Moose. Big
I
up
really,
yourself.
really love what he had to say.
All right.
I think Moose is on some real personal.
Yeah, Moose is
shit.
nice. Next.
Any
Wait,
more
I
voice
want to
notes?
ask Moose if he's ever hit a woman before.
Yeah, Moose, you ever box up a girl? Eh?
I want to see if he's going to take accountability.
Thanks, Moose, for always tuning in. Love your comments. Always insightful, always thought-provoking, which is what we're about. Lisa, any final thoughts before we move on to topic number 3?
No, we're good.
Very good. Let's
Okay.
go.
So, topic number 3. Can you be a Christian or religious and not support homosexuality? So, shout out to Cassandra. Cassandra posted something this week.
Say that one more time.
Can you be a Christian, in parentheses, or religious and not support homosexuality? And the question was, well, if Jesus accepted everyone, why, I'm paraphrasing, why can't Christians, if you're a Christian and Jesus accepted everyone, why can't Christians accept
Because it's in the
homosexuals?
Bible.
Being respectful of somebody
Mhm.
is different than accepting what they do behind closed doors or whatever.
Yo, someone out there.
Like, I have nothing against homosexuality. I have
Mhm.
friends who are
Mhm.
like bisexual,
Mhm.
gay, whatever it is.
Mhm.
I don't agree with their lifestyle, but I'll never disrespect them as a human being and a person. I'm still friends with them. But like, I don't want to see that in front of me.
No, but if you're religious and a Christian, you're
Okay.
a Christian person.
Okay, great.
You're
So
supposed
I
to, but
grew
they
up-
don't accept it. But they're supposed to. But someone Googled, it's in the Bible. I forget which passage it is.
Didn't Jimmy post something about it too?
You're not supposed to do that. A man is not supposed to lie with a man.
No, but in the question she said Jesus loved everyone, right?
He did, but
Okay.
within the Bible it says you're not like man's not supposed to lie with man and woman's not. I forget what it is.
So there's
Was
two
that-
things about Jesus. He loved everyone, but he also braided a switch, and he loved the Pharisees. He died for everybody, but he also beat them out of the temple because they were wrong. So in his time, that was a societal norm. It was incorrect to go into the temple and sell. There was a marketplace for that. You don't do it in the temple. So he loved everybody, but he didn't tolerate everything. And then you have other instances where he's seen people doing things that they weren't supposed to be doing, and he turned a blind eye. So I feel like what that says is he understood when and where to use he just applied discernment. And I think that when we're talking about people in a public space and we're on a forum, and I think that people are ready to go and say, bona fide, it's great. However, you have to consider your environment. I feel like the only reason, and I don't feel like there's commentary on it, the only reason he beat them in the temple was because they were selling in the temple. But when he saw certain activities outside of the temple, he didn't beat them, even though he didn't agree with it. He beat them in the temple because of where they were. So he could put things into context. So I think the question that she's asking, I feel like you have to put it into context. Like,
it's a simple question.
It's
If you're a Christian or
context.
if you're religious and you're accepting of everybody and their sins and their transgressions, you're supposed to accept them. Why can't you accept these people?
because you don't even believe the doctrine you're preaching. You don't believe the doctrine you don't believe that. You're regurgitating. If you're regurgitating, I can regurgitate anything, but if I don't believe it, I'm not going to live by it.
So
exactly. I can regurgitate anything.
If I have a kid now, right, and I'm not religious, and he comes and he tells me he's gay, and I'm like, son, it's okay. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It happens. That's your choice. Whatever. I find God now. I'm religious. Hallelujah, Jesus. And then I believe in it.
Right.
And now I come to my son and say, sorry, no, I can't accept that. How fair is that?
It's not fair.
It's not fair. That's your problem, brethren.
It's like night and day.
Like, even if you're not gonna want to be as familiar with it as you used to be, you still have to, that's a human being, yo. That's like a dignified life. Like, it gets up every day. It's dignified by the fact that it rises every day.
Oh,
Let's
So
get some
we had an
comments.
interesting comment from the original thread.
Mm.
He was saying that most Christians pick and choose which aspects of Christ's teachings
Thanks.
they want to follow. The New Testament alone and the atonement basically make loving one another the only actual commandment, which no one seems to follow.
Bam, 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 bam. It didn't say you have to agree, eh? I could disagree with you and still love you.
Exactly.
I can
that's
disagree
what I
with
think-
you
that's
and
what I think it
love
is.
the shit out of you. You know what I mean?
hold on. Sammy said, what was it? Corinthians 6:18, I think he said.
He instructs them how to love.
Mm-hmm.
Let's read it. We're going to read a passage, people.
Oh. Talk the things.
Let me sit up.
So Sammy said, one second. Can you find Sammy's comment there for me, please?
Lisa's monitoring more closely than me on comments.
I was on a different thread.
No worries. What was the scripture, Sammy? Call it in.
Sammy, post that scripture one more time.
Call it in.
Or call it in.
Here it is.
6:18 Corinthians.
No, he shared a few. 6:18.
So Corinthians
1 Corinthians 6:18.
says, flee from sexual immortality. All other sins a person commits are outside the body, but whoever sins sexually sins against their own body.
Okay.
But that's not homosexual. That's just
No, but that's supporting marriage.
that's supporting
Fornication.
Yeah. We need to. If any of you do the Google research, we want to hear the passage
There
on
are specific scriptures
homosexuality.
on men lying with men.
Somebody posted
and women lying with
scriptures
women.
in that thread.
There are specific scriptures on that.
I saw it. I didn't comment. I kind of glanced through, but I remember seeing it.
There's many passages on men and women and women and women. Again, if you're a Christian, you're looking at New Testament. Christianity is Christ's testimony. And if all sin is absolved by his death, if that's what I'm saying, so then stop calling yourself a Christian. Go back and call yourself a Hebrew Israelite and stay in the friggin' Old Testament then, if that's what you want to do. Like, and hey, shout out to my Hebrew Israelite brothers. Like, you know what I mean? Hey, do what you have to do. But if you're a Christian and every sin is absolved under the blood, tetelestai means it is finished. The debt is paid in full. You can't come back and collect that debt again, no matter how many generations. Those were Christ's last words on the cross, meaning all debt for all generations are paid. Tetelestai is Greek and Aramaic. You can't come if you're a Christian and call out nobody on anything. So stop calling yourself a Christian and call yourself an Old Testament.
Thank you, Rochelle. Rochelle Randy Dixon came through with some facts.
Shout out to Rochelle.
We're
She always has the
saved
facts.
by grace.
Exactly.
We're saved by grace.
By grace.
So if you're a Christian,
Grace saves us all.
you have to have grace for not just yourself. Grace is sufficient for all. So this is where it comes down to where if you cannot, I feel like you have to just choose whether or not you want to really call yourself a Christian or not.
So what if a
lot of people are saying they're Christian, but they're
what
really
if
Old Testament.
I'm accepting of it and I want to become a Christian and still accept? Will they accept me?
There's a lot of churches in Christianity that'll accept you.
But there's a lot. But what about the one I want to go to and they don't want to accept me?
That's none of our business.
That's none of their business, right?
That's your business to take that up with them, not with us. This is a show. We only have an hour.
All right. Sorry, boss.
Okay.
Big boss.
That being said,
So,
the question is, if you're a Christian, like, is it wrong to not accept homosexuals? I think if you're going to say you're a Christian and you don't accept or tolerate, I'm not saying you have to agree, but if you don't tolerate love, like, love them anyways. You don't have to love what they do, but love them. If you don't love them as a person, because it's another scripture that says love the person and hate the sin. If you can't love the person while you hate the sin, you're not a Christian. Because my man braided up a switch and beat them out and still went back and preached them in the courtyard after he done lashed them. And preached them with love. So don't call yourself a Christian. Call yourself a churchian.
Churchian?
You're a churchianity.
Sunday
That's
church?
not a Christianity.
Sunday
That's a
church?
churchianity.
Only go to church on Sunday?
Thank you.
Not even Sundays, on holidays.
Holiday. Christmas
Easter?
Eve.
That's not
Christmas?
Christianity.
Christmas
That's
Eve.
churchianity.
You know what? The New Year's is the new thing.
Right?
Yo, New Year's church, turn up, you know. Yo, New Year's church, turn up.
Drums and all.
Trust me.
Chelsea,
Yeah.
what do you think? Like, do you feel like...
Honestly, I don't really want to comment on it too much. Okay, so this is the thing. For me
Comments.
me personally, I grew up Seventh-day Adventist.
Mm-hmm.
And I was baptized in Seventh-day Adventist church.
Mm-hmm.
And high school happened, college happened, life happened, whatever.
Mhm.
I've since moved away from it.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely believe in the values that it's instilled in me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have bear earrings. I get it. I know. Seventh-day
Mhm.
Adventists are supposed to have any of it. Tattoos, you're not supposed to deformate your body, period.
Mm-hmm.
And I clearly didn't give a fuck about it and
Mhm.
said, this is me, who I am. I'm in love with piercings. So I did what I did.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. But I was also brought up in a very strict Jamaican household.
Mm-hmm.
So homosexuality was not something we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
And if you saw it, you kiss your teeth, turn,
Dirty
whatever.
wine.
It's not a thing. We don't do it. We don't, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So basically rewind. When I went to Seventh-day Adventist church, I went in with my aunt. My mom was not religious, period.
Mm-hmm.
And then because I was more involved with the church, we did a thing called Pathfinders. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
I have.
So it's like drilling, like a drill team, whatever. It was pretty sick. So, and my church was like the best, whatever. Anyways, and we
Which
won
church did
bear
you go to?
competitions. Just saying.
Which one?
Family, the Filipino one.
They weren't the best.
Okay. Hello, hi. when I was sorry, I'm sorry. I have to defend it. I don't care.
7-Day Adventists out there.
I don't care because they know
y'all know they weren't the best.
Because they know. Because when I was there, and
Go ahead, tell your story.
Hello, Oshkosh, Wisconsin, we won. Grammarly SCA won, and when we won, that's when I was there. So
Kennedy Road Tabernacle.
I don't care. See,
Richard, that's a whole other denomination.
But in any event,
So
whatever.
weird.
So when
That's big up care.
I was more involved in the church at that point, being pathfinders and shit. So my mom was like, fuck, I have to bring you to this lesson. Fuck, I have to bring you here. Okay. And then the elders were like, oh, you should come in and watch your kid. And my mom's like, okay, I guess, fine, I'll watch. And then eventually she became SCA. So all of that, we don't support homosexuality, this is that, slightly changed when she became more invested in the church. And it was more like, okay, we don't agree with their lifestyle, but you need to approach them with kindness. You need to embrace them. You need to treat them the same way you treat anybody else. You know what I mean? And let them know, like, this is your views on it, but you're not going to judge them based on it. So I've since kind of shifted that way, and I agree with her. And growing up in the times and meeting people left, right, and center, like, do I believe that you're born homosexual or you choose to be homosexual? I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. I'm not gonna lie. But I've met people on either side, exactly. So I really don't know.
All right, Chris Ebanks, big up. He gave us the passage. It's from Leviticus 18:22,
Old Testament,
and it says, Old Testament. Hallelujah, Jesus. It says, "You shall not lie with a male as with a woman. It is an abomination." So I'll say it one more time. You shall not lie with a male as with a woman. It is an abomination. And that's from the Bible, Leviticus. Leviticus.
Okay.
So that's where I guess the Christians are not accepting, is from that one verse. That's one out of 1,000.
Then we have to go all the way down to Israelites versus Christians, and how the Israelites then took Christianity.
He's got,
it's a whole other story.
There's more to it. Sorry, there's more to it.
But I do have a voice note, Chris. So I'm going to read this real quick.
Okay, yeah, read it.
Chris says, hold on. Their blood is upon them. Leviticus 20:13. Was there more?
No, it goes. It's the same script.
Okay. No, man, I understand. Like, that's the thing with Christianity. I feel like Christianity is always trying to reconcile itself between Old Testament and New Testament. But if you look at, the New Testament and Jesus, what he said is, I am the end of the law. He didn't say I come to do away with the law. The word end did not mean finish. It means the object of. Like, when you look at a telescope, what's at the other end of it? You guys are following the law. This is the result of the law. This is the end result of the law. And a lot of people thought he meant to do away with the law.
Jesus?
Yeah. So what he was doing was he was saying, here's the law, here's the New Testament, here's how we bring it together.
Yeah, that's what Joey just said. Yeah. He said Old Testament is before the atonement and the birth of Christ. And then he changed it.
But then he took the atonement and he made Old Testament and New Testament one. So that's a whole nother story. But moving on, I just have a quick voice note. Thank you, Chris, for your comment. I think that it does take a lot of soul searching. I don't think there's a black and white answer.
Who's that? Who's that from?
Yes, Lisa.
Who's this new voice note from?
I think it's from Lloyd.
Yeah.
Newman.
Yeah. Is this Lloyd? Mm-hmm. Hold on, people. Are you ready? This is my nigga.
I'm not ready.
Lloyd, young boy Lloyd in the house. We got a voice note. Let's see what he got to say. Let's go. Hey, we gotta. Hey, listen, Lloyd.
I want to get to Elizabeth's comment after.
Yeah, we'll get to Elizabeth. Lloyd, if you're cussing off and saying bun down this and bun down that, we gotta cut it. Yo.
No Capleton business in here.
No Capleton tonight.
Let's hear Lloyd.
Yeah, okay. I'll leave this comment here. I know you guys are expecting for me to say something negative or whatever, because in the past I had bonfire. I do bonfire, and I don't want nothing to do with it, or do I want to around me? But I feel like in the last couple of years, I feel like the media, TV, music, everywhere you look, they're trying to force this gay thing onto us, especially in the black community, you know? I feel like they're trying to make black people turn gay, you know what I'm saying? Because, I don't know. They're just trying to force it on us and try to destroy us. So that's my views on it. But I just don't want it around me if anybody's doing anything. If I had a kid that was gay or whatever, I'm not gonna lie, keep it 100. I wouldn't say I would 100% like disown them, but I wouldn't be okay with it, you know. I would try some other way to deal with it.
It'd be a struggle still, no?
All right.
Thank
Big up,
you,
Lloyd.
Lloyd.
I don't know. That was pretty good.
Shout out to the Lloyd.
All right, big up, Lloyd.
First calling.
That was his first calling. Big up, Lloyd. Yeah.
Lisa, your thoughts
On what now?
this topic?
Which topic now?
Lisa.
Okay, sidebar.
We were just
Remember?
listening to
Oh, no.
Lloyd's voice note.
Yes. But the topic about the Christianity and the Jesus and the Jesus loved
She good,
everybody.
man.
And
Go ahead, Chelsea.
No, not even any. No, you go. That's fine.
I just think it's very interesting that we pick and choose how we apply the word. It's either a map or it's not. It's just very interesting. So Elizabeth, thank you for your comment. She made a very valid point. Where is it? She said, so we're going to honor that, but have premarital sex.
Thank you.
Facts.
Premarital
So we wanna
sex.
stand here and cast our holier than motherfucking thou stone
Thank you.
on people who are homosexual.
Thank you. Well, we
And
take
business
buckers.
about who
Jeez.
we're not married. When night comes,
Yes.
trust me, who's plugging whose body from who's licking whose front.
Did you
This
say
is
plug?
all of our business. Me can't sleep when night come because you are up next man body. This is our business.
Trust
But
me.
I'm over here having premarital sex.
100.
Hello.
Shout out to Elizabeth.
I just think it's interesting.
It's true.
It is.
Everybody has a lot to say, a lot
It's
about
such
how it's
a
an
problem.
abomination. It's this and it's that. We're going to hell. Well, why? Make room beside you.
Right? Make some
Oh,
elbow
yeah,
room.
'cause
Walk into
premarital
hell
sex
like
is
this.
wrong,
Yeah,
right?
you got some room.
Oh,
Lisa,
every
you
day
think
I fall
premarital
short.
Sex is so bad though.
no,
Pardon?
she's saying
No,
people
but-
are burning down Batman. I mean,
Yeah. But
I mean,
What it
Gay
is,
people,
people are
they're,
saying
they're
what
burning
it
down
is.
homosexuality, but still having premarital sex.
Yeah, but
Thanks.
it's
It's
such a
just
bad
one
thing.
example.
But
That
they're
was one
both
example that Elizabeth gave.
Not.
Like, let's say I lie
They're both
sometimes.
frowned upon.
I know,
You know
but
what I
it's
mean?
just such a
Everybody
bad
does.
I pride myself
I
on
mean,
being a very
no.
honest
Really?
person, but when
No.
it comes to
Have
the
you had
government,
sex?
I will lie.
Unfortunately.
We all do.
If it means that I will get a little bit extra on my
yes.
taxes.
I'm unfortunately fortunate.
If I can get a little bit extra, if it means that I can get my 6-year-old into the movies for free, she's 5 today.
Thanks.
I thought I was the
You
only
know what I
man.
mean? But other than that, I'm a very honest person.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Nobody
But
has it.
but
No.
But it's still a
if
thing.
we're
It's
measuring
still-
one stick, let's measure them all. So make room beside me in hell, beside you.
That's
All
right.
of us can just go party together, okay? We
That's
just
the
say,
whole
look,
thing.
Lucifer, just reserve this section now. This is for the circle. You see me?
Right.
Trust me.
Because it says like if you're gonna, what do they say? Before you take, the same Bible says, before you take the mote out of your eye, before you try to take the mote out of your eye, take the beam out of your neighbor's. Which one am I? Am I too tipsy? Before you try to take the little piece of splinter out of your eye, out of your neighbor's eye, go dig out the plank,
Mossad, yes.
the plank out of your own.
Oh.
Because the same plank that is in your eye
Sorry.
is why you can only see the little speck as a speck in somebody else's. Because the plank is obstructing your vision. So when you see him, you feel like it's a speck, but you have a plank in your eye, and then he's looking at somebody
So
else.
mind yourself before you mind other people.
Right, and then he's looking at himself with a plank in his eye, saying that you know what I'm saying? So it's a circle of life.
Yeah.
Lisa's got some comments that are over there killing her with laugh. Well going.
People, thanks for coming out. Episode 21.
Yeah, big up episode 21.
Shout out.
Anyways, yo, everyone's time now. Yo, danger room, line up. Danger room, line up, line up, line
getting
up.
ready for
It's that
danger
time.
report?
Line up, line up. No? Oh.
Really?
What?
How come?
They want the danger report.
Nah.
Ah. Listen, fine.
Lisa says no,
I'll do the
that's
danger
all.
report.
No, you can't do it.
No, I
like
can't do
Lisa,
it. I
though.
can't do it like Lisa.
Lisa,
There was a vote earlier this week, and
What do they say? They only want Monday nights now?
they just want to keep the danger report in the danger room. Like, so.
True.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I respect that
You
because
didn't miss March. This has been a pretty quiet week.
It's been quiet.
Anything that happened there, if you weren't there, you wouldn't get it.
So then they're supposed to tune in for you on Monday nights.
They're supposed to just come to the danger room and hang out
Okay.
and recap and enjoy training day.
Training day.
So where can a danger recruit go if they could not keep up, but they want a Coles Notes? What night do they tune in?
Monday.
Monday.
There's a recap on Mondays.
Okay. All right.
She has a point, people. We want to keep the danger of the danger room in there.
There's a
Right,
lot
because-
that goes on.
It's just a name.
Quarantine.
You know, the regular circle right here is where it's at.
Yeah, the main
And the
group.
variety.
You know, so y'all want to stay tuned for Talk the Tingz, and the danger report is for
Danger.
little mix-up recap, but
Little?
it ain't. Yeah, I mean, this week's been quiet.
Well, I
You're
think
right.
everybody's just
This
tired.
week has been quiet. You're right. This week has been quiet.
Yes.
All right, so we were just gonna look after some little housekeeping things.
Okay,
We have
housekeeper.
an update on an event.
Yeah, up to housekeeping. Listen, okay.
The event's sold out.
Sold out.
Lingerie
In less than
and
24
blood
hours,
clot.
though.
Sold out. Let's your B. You think I
You
joke?
have to add the blood clot. They're just not great.
Blood
Okay,
clot.
they don't have to be actually great in color. Any color
Because
sweatpants.
you can see everything.
We just want to see your dick print. I'm not even gonna lie.
This is true. This is true.
And I want to see all the baddies in lingerie.
So get your lingerie from now.
I know some people stop eat rice and flour from last
I
month.
heard Lizetta has this.
Stop eating rice and oh,
Nope,
trying to
yes,
lose weight.
exactly.
Clearly not
Oh.
I heard
Old
Lizetta
Popeye over here
has
with
a
my
sale.
back fat.
Heartland Town Center has the deal.
Fashion Nova still has their 10 mil discount code.
Fashion
30 to
Nova. You can place
80%.
your orders tonight and get it in time.
If you order by Wednesday, you'll get it.
Trust me.
But don't wait till Wednesday.
Don't
'cause
wait
you
till
know with
Wednesday.
lingerie, there might be a rush.
February 16th, people.
Yo.
So, now you know. When we put up an event on a joke thing, it goes quick.
Are people really trying to wear like black sweatpants because they don't want to show their things? If the women are gonna show up in lingerie, the men need to show up to
No,
wedding.
you
I don't
can't
care
force
if you
people,
wear
man.
black or burgundy sweatpants. I will see your dick if I will see your dick.
Oh God.
You're either a grower or a shower. Okay?
A grower or a shower.
Wow.
Which both of you are welcome. But when it comes to the gray sweatpants competition, whether they're burgundy, gray, navy blue, or black, a dick print is a dick print is a motherfucking dick print.
Tell them.
And so are titties.
No jeans allowed.
It doesn't
I don't
matter if
care
your
who
titties
you
are
I
on
don't
like this
care that
hemisphere
you
and that
prepaid.
hemisphere.
I don't care that you prepaid. There's no refunds. Don't come in your jeans or anything that isn't pajama wear. Sweatpants was said.
Isn't there security that's going to turn them over?
Lingerie was said. Yes.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Just putting that out there.
Whoa.
So there's no confusion.
Public service
When you show up,
announcement.
you're either in theme or you're not coming in.
Oh
Blood
God.
clot. Now, I might get turned
So
over
now I
still.
gotta do rolls because of my rolls though?
Listen,
So
Danique, where the
No, no,
Danique?
chop first.
Danique there. Danique said she's doing a burlesque show for everybody, okay?
Okay.
There are 2 other people who have said that they'd like to do a burlesque type show. The panel will decide and let y'all know. But we have at least one person who's revealed herself in the group. So that's why you're hearing about it now. So when we say we want you to be dressed comfortably, it's because we have a fun night in store. Circus style.
So if the women are willing to do a little something for the men,
find out whose dick
are
was
the
on
men
the flyer.
Are the men willing to do a little something
He's my
for the
special
women?
guest. He's
I'm just
not on
saying.
anybody's list. Nobody knows who he is except me.
Okay.
And him. Shout out special circle member.
We bring back my Atlanta.
He's
Okay.
a shower and a grower
Jeez.
because of the photos, not because I've seen it in real life. Get your mind out the gutter.
You've seen it in real life.
No, I haven't.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought I heard. I'm sorry.
But no, not because
I
I've
just
seen it
wanted
in
to
real life.
clarify.
You're coming back next week.
But we will see him in some sweatpants. I'm going to be revealing him that night.
I feel
Can
like
you-
the
can you-
people who
can you
are
do
on
me a
the
favor?
flyer need to come
you do
in
me a
some
favor?
special attire. Okay.
Let me know if you agree or not. Can we drop hints every Talk the Tingz leading up to the event
Who it is?
of
Sure.
who it might be, starting with right now?
And maybe
No.
a contest.
You can't give no tips.
Okay.
Maybe a
Hint, a hint.
You don't
hints
know
in a
who it is?
contest.
Let
and
the
guesses.
women think, and
Sorry.
It'll help.
If you're watching, leave a generic comment so nobody knows. I just want to see if you're here or not because I find it hilarious that you've been playing along. He and I never talked about not revealing him. I just find it cute that he's playing along.
Okay.
It's so much fun that it's only us two that know. I traumatized Tumpus with your snake.
So will he ever reveal himself if there were a competition? Would he be willing?
He would have to.
If the women were to guess and they had a contest and somebody guessed within 4 degrees of him,
see, people are saying no hints.
Oh,
it's
no
fun.
hints. Oh, okay, all right.
What
I just tried to help.
What did you want to know? What were you gonna ask?
You know what? I wasn't gonna ask anything.
Say it. No, I'm curious.
Nothing at all.
No, Chelsea.
I mean, I'm willing to tell you if he's in.
Okay, fine.
Drink
1, 2, 3, or 4 circle groups.
Here's a hint. Hint. Remember back in the day when Cassie used to lead Freaky Fridays?
Yes.
Remember there was always like a 1-2 dick pics that were on those posts?
Right.
Was this man one of the 1-2 who posted on said posts?
Okay, I like
doing
this.
the smiley face.
Oh, can you guys please
The face
tell
is
me
doing
if I
this all
can
over
give a
the
clue or
place.
not?
Don't
I
give
want to do what the consensus wants.
Don't
Okay,
give
so
no-
if you want a clue, please drop a number 1 if you want a clue. If you don't want a clue, please drop a number 2.
I'm dropping my number 1 right now, yo. I need clues.
Let's see what the consensus.
I'm
I'm
from
going to
the
give
Blue's
y'all a
Clues
little
era.
chance to catch up. Because I could say something that's so like clutch in terms of searching and finding. And
Because I was
potentially.
like here and there and not
I
really
see
there.
1, 2.
I kind of need a clue.
I see a lot of ones right now.
4, 1. Ooh, lots of ones coming.
Jeez,
through.
I kind of need a clue
Y'all want a
because the thing
clue?
is, you have a lot of new people who weren't here when Freaky Friday did that.
It's true.
Story time now,
Macaroni and
people.
cheese. Who remembers
Story
macaroni
time.
and cheese?
Look at all these ones. Look at, I have a screen full of ones. Story time, people. Okay, the person whose print that it was, he did participate in Freaky Friday. However, he was not a Freaky Friday MVP. There was a point in time, if you all were in the circle for a while, you would know that Cassie took a hiatus. I like that idea. Thank you, Katie. And I'm going to miss you so much on February 16th. But you'll be in sunny Jamaica, so I'll be like living vicariously. Anyway, so Cassie had taken a hiatus.
10 minutes.
I know. Talking about body for 10 minutes. I would have blood clot, yo. Yo.
The ladies want to know.
Talking about dicks for 10 minutes. Yo, what the fuck? Yo. Yeah. Come here and get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
All right.
He made everybody
Come in.
So Cassie had taken a hiatus.
Yes.
Where she wasn't doing Freaky Friday anymore. And in the time that Cassie was taking her hiatus, the circle had gotten an influx of new members. This person was a part of that influx of new members.
Okay.
He did participate in 2 Freaky Fridays.
I know
If
who it
you were
is.
paying attention,
I know.
I'm not going to say anything,
if
but
you were
like I
paying
know.
attention,
Just because I don't comment.
you would know that this person has always been a top contender
Hello.
in the peen department.
Hello.
He is. I won't say anymore.
Just
You know who it
say
is?
less.
I won't. I was just about to give you too much, but
do
I
it.
just
We're
answered
good.
the
Don't
question
do
and
it.
then some.
Don't do it.
So that's
We're
your
good.
clue for this week. He is a Freaky Friday contestant, but he is.
Yo, so who have the fattest pussy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the
Yeah.
tall?
And
Should we
the,
have a camel toe contest?
you know what I mean? Who have the fattest
I'm
pussy?
saying.
And
Okay,
the
but maybe we should have a
sweetest
camel
body.
toe pic,
Yeah.
And then people
With a
guess
big
who it
booty.
is.
We could do that.
Just like how there's a. And what
Well,
think
do you
of
guys know who's on the flyer?
I think I have the
a few
flag.
people could see?
I think.
No, I mean, you don't get the. No, I'm not saying nobody.
You know who's on the flyer? There are some people who are super zoomed in. I don't know if you know who's.
Hold it, guys. Thank you.
They're on the current flyer, or we could do a new competition. It's whatever you want. I don't know.
Anyways, that's enough about body.
And that's enough about fat pum
Penis
pum.
No, fat
makes
pum pum.
everybody happy because no one's talking about
Fat pussy contest.
it. You know, right?
Yeah. Send your DMs to me and Tom's for the fat pom pom contest. Send fat pom pom contest.
You know, I'll help judge.
Jason, you know I'm a fat pom pom connoisseur.
Okay.
I could do it too, but still.
All right.
You know what? We should do that.
You want to do that? Okay, hello, hi.
I like that.
Okay,
idea.
for everyone coming.
Okay,
Thank
perfect.
you. For everyone coming on February 16th,
Thank you.
how do you feel about winning a date with a potential bachelor? Jack Asters will donate your date. So, this is from me. Everyone knows I work at Jack's. Fine. We should auction a date.
I like it. Right?
Females or
No,
men.
we need to do a full bachelor set.
Whatever. I'm just speaking. You guys figure out how you want to figure it out. But what if we auctioned a date and the female said, okay, I want that man, or however it works out, and their date is to Jack Asters. Any Jacks that's
Tara, where you at?
wherever you guys are. It's not going to be specific to any location. It's wherever it's closest to you. It's what I can do, like, I don't know, $120 value. That's liquor, food, appetizers.
No.
That's like a good hour of someone's company.
That's a real thing, though.
I might have a date in mind.
I'm just saying, the opportunity is there. You guys talk, we listen. Let me know what you decide. If you're about it, I'm about it. It's out there.
All right.
Thank you, Chelsea.
No problem. They're whispering behind
Yeah,
me. but I can't hear.
bachelorette show. Bachelor.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough.
It's
of
not
that.
like an every month thing. I mean, we're not that generous. We still have to make money, but it's out there. I can do like a 1, 2, 10.
All right.
Yes, only for people who come through. Anyway,
So wrapping up, Lisa,
Wrapping
you want to
up.
wrap up the show?
No, I gotta tell the people. Listen, yo, listen, people, listen. Compass, you with me on this one?
Yeah, I'm with you on
The
it.
50-50.
Yeah.
Listen, people.
And
So
Chelsea.
we're supposed to do a 50-50 draw tonight, right? But because you know what, me I get vexed. Me not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Should I? No, you know.
No, actually, no.
No. We can't be vexed with them.
No.
No. Listen, people. 50-50 I run. We're trying to give back to everybody. See? But this can't work without you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is that the lack of trust or whatever, but
It's just fucking January.
it's just January, I guess, you know what I mean? Christmas time, visa bill a run, you know what I mean? You them back in school, so lunches cost money and this and that, and we understand, all right? So listen, we were doing it weekly before. We're not going to do it weekly anymore. We're going to do it monthly, all right? So if you have the people who put in their donations for today's show, we're going to extend it one more week, give the people them some more time, and then next week we'll do it, and that'll be it for February, right? And then we'll do another one in March, April, May, June. So the 50-50, please, people, you know what I mean? We'll
But
drop.
that just gives the pot more time to get.
Yeah, the pot's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
So maybe you felt
You
like
know?
the little trap-ons weekly wasn't enough for
Yeah,
your
look,
time.
100, 2, 3,
But
that's
make
not
the
enough.
pot grow.
I want the people to get back something, you know what I mean? $100 ain't nothing. You know?
Yeah. No, so make the pot grow then.
Yeah, but listen, people, you know, as much I know some of you are sitting there saying, "Oh, where's the other half of the money going?"
We addressed that last week, yo. People know what we do.
I said it last week.
We've been giving personally. People call us. We bring
Yes.
people money. We bring people.
We help out those in need.
We do what we do.
We do what we do. What do you think the circle pot to free them?
There's people who outright came out and said, "Hi, the circle has done." So that's not even us saying that. Members have said that. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like,
all right.
We're not saying it.
But
Members are saying
I want to
it.
address something else. Like, a lot of people still want tickets, and I'm like, I don't know.
Tickets for what?
You know, for one.
No, there's no more ticket right now. There's
know, but
out. Like,
Okay.
super
sold out. Sold out for
Like,
that. We
even standby. Like,
I know, but I want to keep on talking and talking.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you
send you the
don't.
song.
No, I'm just
Toast.
playing with you. I'm just playing with you.
No, what? We're gonna keep on talking.
Okay, we
Talking.
could. Okay, so we've already started late. So thank you
Not
guys so
allowed
much for
to
who's
go.
tuning in.
Thanks,
Why
everybody.
you trying to end the show? Why are you laughing?
Oh, you want to talk?
I
Yeah.
can't.
Come
I can't.
sit. Come sit.
Okay,
Come
sorry.
Chelsea.
We're gonna wrap it up. She
Come
wants to
sit.
pee.
Right there and right
She wants
there.
to pee. No, she can't go off camera yet.
You have to sit down. Yeah. Hold
We
on.
have to wrap this show up, man.
Oh
Hey,
my
Come
god.
on the show.
Oh
Go
my-
keep her with the show. Okay.
Okay, all right, let's go.
So we're doing housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
That was it.
That was the housekeeping.
That was the housekeeping.
Bless.
Behave yourself. You know what I mean?
Blessed.
Big up the Circle Freaks. Big up the Danger Room. The Plus will soon come for you.
Yeah.
We love everybody.
Like I'm starting to dance.
Smoke, yo. Oh yeah.
I'm ready to
Smoke the things.
Yes.
Smoke the things we're gonna get. You know what I mean? When is that? February 22nd, I believe. Smoke
24th.
the things.
No, yeah, 22nd.
22nd.
24th is the
I
lead up.
apologize from now. I will be super quiet that show. I doubt I'll even get a word in.
I doubt it.
Yeah?
Chelsea, me, you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You'll be
Thank you.
All right.
You're
All
a
right.
bankhead.
All right,
Chelsea's
people.
gotta go.
So run the music, TK.
Okay,
so we're gonna play Toast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same song.
no, one of those. Another song by Toast. Big up Toast. BSK. He's in the group. We played in the beginning. We played the song. Now we're gonna play another one. It's called One of Those Nights. So big up Toast.
Did
You know
you
what I'm
send
saying?
it to me?
Yeah, it's in your messenger there.
By you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So anything else, Lisa, on wrap up while I just pull up?
What I can think of.
No, that's-
Sammy, we won't have hand condoms, so
go back.
Sammy.
we're not
Same
using
song or no?
condoms
No,
at
go
this
back.
party, okay?
No, go back.
I'm trying to.
There's no
I don't know
condoms
what
at
it's
this
talking
party.
about.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't
Okay.
No.
Week 21.
Brethren.
Thank you.
That's the one we
You
played
didn't,
on the
you
intro.
didn't get it?
That's what we
Sorry,
played on the
Toast. One
intro.
second.
This is the outro.
No, this one.
Because you didn't send it to me. How can I get it if you didn't send me?
Wow.
Jeez.
There you go.
Sorry,
I
guys.
love you, Jason, but still.
These are little bloopers. Just record this for you.
Blooper reel. Blooper reel.
Candid. Okay, guys. So thanks again for tuning in to Talk to Tingz. If you want to watch us again, you know that if you missed tonight, you can catch us on the replay. If you're watching on the replay, say replay in your comments so we can stay engaged with you. And don't forget to invite your friends to next week's show.
Yes.
When you get the invite your friends. And if you think you'll make it, click going. Because at the end of the day, you'll still catch it on the replay.
And if you're watching and you don't know, you should know by now, like Lord God, people. Some people still don't know, you know.
Like
Big J.
TK.
Lisa Danger. You're not ready. Lisa Danger. Oh, go clear.
Oh, is it my turn now?
Yeah.
Or is it?
No, your turn.
Oh, Chelsea.
Chelsea.
And our special guest.
I'm not a special guest.
And this
so-
guy, I don't know who this is. He's some bum we picked off the street. I don't know who that
Can
is.
we not say Fada Tom?
No, man.
Like as in Fada Weepo?
Father Toms.
Fada Tom.
Yo, I'm trying to get the young water. Start calling me young water.
you
Young water. You want to
Yeah.
Young water.
Just play some young Batty on these
say
young
that?
water
Okay,
people.
play the toast. Play the toast.
Okay.
All right, people. Dr. Tingz, we out. We out. This is Toast. What's it called? One of those nights.
Those nights.
One of those nights.
Shout out to Toast. The circle has talents.
Oh, they like your smile.
Okay, I know. Last one was
Left.
Thanks for coming.
Sitting in my car as a star and I be feeling like, man, I'm just not feeling right. I feel I might have to leave, see where the world can be tonight. For a drive, I'm going to see where the city's heading. I don't fantasize if that's alright. I'm trying to get with some cherry pies, big thighs and sexy eyes. When nothing's left and I'm going right on the bone where I reside. Roll the shoulders on extra tight. Close the door, girl, and hit the lights. You can keep it simple through my delight. But in reality, I realize I'm going downtown, crown swishing in my brain, lane switching as I change. Temptations in my veins, I think chasing after things is strange. How the world has changed, cause I'm going home once again. Found a girl, forgot her name, but she's Maybe let's quit the procrastinating, cause you know that I find you real fascinating. I know it's been a minute, you've been waiting patiently. Your friends at home and even advocating, cause time is wasting, spark a conversation. Maybe we can even start up. Only put you plus me into the calculation, minus the waistbands number you should be erasing. No skills in the game, call me Gary Payton. No steps, no hesitation. Sweep you off your feet, have you levitating? Cause my pocket you hot like the breath of Satan. I know you're contemplating if I'm talking fake, and I can tell you right now you have me mistaken. Tell your man I understand why you fact is hating. Not to take the care every girl is taking. So let's forget the to party and escape the hassle. I can take you to the castle, get you in the natural. Wanna sell me back like a stiff looking back, but we can after a loop and a fiasco. Sorry, Miss Jackson, but you're going on casting. If you're rolling with a kid, there won't be no slacking. I'ma get her in the sheets and I know my tasking. The man fell asleep, so I got her all laughing. I'ma G like Green Bay, so she knows I'm packing. Waist deep is the game, and you know I passed him. Brave in the action and the satisfaction. I can tell this attraction's gonna be a distraction. So she wanna lay with me till she's old and gray. But there's money to be made, and maybe I can't stay. Anytime you wanna play, maybe that's okay. But by the end of the day, I'ma make you say, yeah. So let's go, let's go, let's go. Right now. All I know is I'm on the road. Hey, I'm trying to head on the road. Cause it's one of the nights and I'm not trying to be at home. I keep myself